Welcome back to Dropped In. I am so stoked to be here with you today and to share a microdose hit of magic and medicine with you. So today I would love to speak to you, to the entrepreneur, the soulpreneur, the individual who has chosen to take this journey in becoming a coach, a mentor, a healer, a trailblazer, an author, a speaker, a podcaster, all the things that you are really calling into your realm of possibilities, the individuals who are in this field of work, the individuals who are wanting to scale their businesses to that next level. And so I have been in the field of entrepreneurship for almost the last 20 years. I have been in this line of work as a coach and mentor for the last 7. And what I noticed when I first got into the space of coaching was that there was a lot of business coaches out there, which is great, which is amazing. And I identify as a business mentor today, but I didn't when I first started. And the reason being is because I hadn't embodied the CEO self that I am today. I didn't have that identity. I wasn't showing up in that capacity. I hadn't developed that entrepreneurial mindset. I hadn't developed that CEO mindset. I hadn't developed the systems and structures in which I have today. And so, as you know from listening to this podcast, I got into this line of work, into this field of work, because I made a vow to myself that if I could support individuals in coming home to their truth, coming home to their center, and dropping into their self-source power through offering my gifts, through offering the tools and therapies and technologies and systems and structures that I have in place, I would do everything in my power to support them. And since being in this line of work, I have also developed that entrepreneurial spirit. I have really come into the embodied CEO that I am today, that has allowed me to really fully, completely step into this identity of a CEO, and has allowed me to build and scale my business to the extent that I have today. And I remember when I first started my journey, I was investing so much time, so much energy, and so much money in all of these business programs, in all of these business coaches and mentors. And what I learned, especially with the programs that I was investing in, is that they were all duplicates of one another. They were basically copies from one coach to another who was changing and tweaking the messaging, but was basically copying the content and creating this cookie cutter approach to building and scaling your business, which was definitely very upsetting for me. It was definitely frustrating, to say the least. And it made me question, like, I didn't get into this business, into this field of work to get rich, to make a shit ton of money. I got into this work because I genuinely want to help serve people. I want to help you share your magic and medicine in creating this beautiful ripple effect within yourself, within your community, within the collective, which then affects the generations and generations and generations to come. And so now that I have this experience within myself, within investing in all these things, I have learned that our businesses aren't cookie cutter, and we have these gifts and energetics about ourselves, codes within ourselves, so much that I will speak on a different subject another day, but we are all unique in our own right. And these cookie cutter systems that we are invited to copy and paste just don't work. But it wasn't until I was able to build and scale my business to the extent that it is now that I was able to identify that I am a business mentor and that I am the embodied CEO that I once envisioned for myself. And what I learned from working with some mentors and some coaches and investing in these programs is that no one was doing the inner work. We were taught how to create these systems and structures, but we weren't taught how to prime ourselves, how to hold the vision for what we're calling in, how to regulate our nervous systems, how to support our body in holding this vision that we are wanting to bring to fruition. And so whether you choose to work with me personally or work with me professionally, what is always the number one focus is building a strong foundation from which your empire will be built. And we do this through energetic mastery, subconscious reprogramming, and embodiment. If we haven't brought the internal environment online to our external environment, everything that we're calling in perhaps will come in, but we won't be able to hold the vision. We won't be able to hold the clients that we're calling in. We won't be able to hold and maintain and keep the abundance that might be flowing through. And so what is so important when building your business, when showing up and speaking and sharing your mentorship, your coaching, your healing, your writings, whatever it is that we create a strong foundation from really leaning into doing the internal work. So you become an energetic match to the external things that you are calling in. So building a strong foundation from the ground up. And in this, we're leaning in and running towards the shadowy parts and learning to own and honor and acknowledge all parts of ourselves, not denying certain parts of ourselves, not having shame of certain parts of ourselves, like really leaning in to all parts of ourselves. It's through doing the inner child work so we feel safe and supported in this next level expansion. It's through getting to the root cause as to where perhaps these limiting beliefs and limiting decisions have stemmed from. It's healing through the suppressed emotions, the things that might be getting activated the more you show up and share and the more that you are seen. So yes, I identify today as an intuitive business mentor, and I treat you and your business as a unique individual, a unique system, a unique gift. You are not a copy and paste. You are not a cookie cutter. You have your unique gifts, your unique offerings, your magic, your medicine, from which, once you have built a strong foundation to support yourself and your big picture visions and your deepest desires, your empire will be built from. So if this resonates, and if you have these big picture visions and these deep desires that you're wanting to bring to fruition, a key component is to ensure that you are supporting your inner world so you become an energetic match to all of the external things that you're calling in. And so you become an energetic match to your deepest desires, to your big picture visions. And your body is able to hold this vision, to hold these desires, to hold the abundance that will be free flowing in, to hold the abundance of clients that are wanting to work with you. We are essentially priming and preparing our bodies to hold this energy. So the more regulated your nervous system becomes, the more regulated and dropped in that you are, the more supported your business will be, because it is an extension of you. So you won't be experiencing these roller coaster results. You won't be experiencing these highs and lows and experiencing this energetic jet lag that comes with it all. You will be consistent. You will be clear. You will be in this energetic space of calling in and holding the vision, of holding your deepest desires. And you will be able to continue to create and attract and build and manifest from this energetic state. So it's great that you have these big picture visions and deep desires. And it's incredible to receive the support in building and scaling. And I also invite you to ensure that you're working with someone who is able to support you through this energetic mastery, through the subconscious reprogramming, through the embodiment of. So that, my friend, is dropped in today. That is your microdose hit of magic and medicine. And I cannot wait to see you next week as we drop in a little deeper. Thank you so much for dropping in with me today. If you loved this episode, I would be forever grateful if you rated and reviewed. And if you feel called to share it with your community on social media, please tag me so I can thank you personally. Until next time, I will see you on Dropped In.